It was supposed to be a harmless dare. Spend a night in the abandoned house on the hill. Everyone had a story about it, whispers of tragedy and something unseen. I scoffed at their superstitions. I was wrong. The house loomed, a skeletal silhouette against the dying light. Paint peeled from its rotting wood like scabs. A shiver ran down my spine, the first tremor of unease. I pushed open the creaking door. Darkness welcomed me. Dust motes danced in the feeble beam of my flashlight. The air hung heavy, thick with the scent of decay and something faintly sweet, like overripe fruit. Each footstep echoed in the oppressive silence. A floorboard groaned under my weight. I froze, holding my breath, listening. The silence pressed in, suffocating. My skin prickled with the sensation of being watched. I told myself it was nerves, the house playing tricks on my mind. But doubt, like a seed of fear, began to take root. A sound, faint but distinct, drifted from the floor above. A rustling like paper dragged across wood. My heart hammered against my ribs. I strained to listen, every sense on high alert. Silence. Then a whisper, barely audible, my name, breathed on the edge of hearing. Panic clawed at my throat. I wanted to run, to escape the oppressive darkness of the house. But something held me rooted to the spot, a morbid fascination mixed with terror. I took a step closer to the stairs, my flashlight beam cutting through the gloom. At the top of the stairs, a shape flickered in my peripheral vision. I whipped my head around, but there was nothing there. Just the play of shadows, my imagination running wild. Or was it? A cold draft swirled around me, raising goosebumps on my arms. I continued down the hallway. Each room I passed, a tableau of decay and neglect. Broken furniture lay shrouded in dust sheets resembling ghostly apparitions. And then I saw it again, a fleeting movement at the edge of my light. This time I was sure it was real. The figure stood at the end of the hall, barely discernible in the dim light. Tall and gaunt, it seemed to melt from the shadows themselves. I couldn't make out its features, only the sense of emptiness where its face should have been. It took a step towards me, and a wave of pure terror washed over me. I didn't hesitate. I turned and ran, my flashlight bouncing wildly, the beam dancing across the decrepit walls. The floorboards creaked and groaned under my frantic steps. Behind me, I heard the whisper again, closer this time, filled with a chilling malice. Section 6. Hunted. I raced through the house, my lungs burning, heart pounding in my chest. I didn't know where I was going, just desperate to escape the unseen presence that pursued me. Each slam of a door, each creak of a floorboard sent shivers down my spine. I could feel its presence, cold and oppressive, closing in on me. The whispers grew louder, swirling around me, taunting me, driving me further into the depths of the house. My flashlight flickered, threatening to plunge me into darkness. Section 7. Trapped. I burst through a door, finding myself in a cramped, dusty room. No windows, only a single bare light bulb hanging precariously from the ceiling. The door slammed shut behind me, the sound echoing like a death knell. I rattled the handle, but it wouldn't budge. I was trapped. The whispers now surrounded me, a chorus of voices, cold and mocking. The room grew colder, the air thick with the feeling of something unseen. My breath came in ragged gasps, my body trembling uncontrollably. Section 8. The Mark. The single light bulb flickered violently, casting grotesque shadows that danced on the walls. I huddled in the centre of the room, my back against the cold plaster, my eyes darting around in terror, and then I saw it. A mark on my arm, a swirling black symbol I didn't recognize. It burned like ice, sending waves of pain through my body. The whispers intensified, seeming to emanate from the mark itself. I screamed, a primal sound of fear and despair, as the mark pulsed, growing hotter, branding itself onto my very soul. Section 9. Aftermath. They found me the next morning, huddled in the corner of that room, babbling incoherently. The mark on my arm had faded, but its memory lingered, a chilling reminder of the night I spent in the house on the hill. I left that town trying to forget, to outrun the experience. But the house hasn't finished with me. The whispers follow me, faint but ever present. The shadows seem to hold shapes I recognize, and sometimes when I look in the mirror, I catch a glimpse of something cold and empty staring back at me. Please like and subscribe.